When it comes to Luka Doncic, there never was a doubt for the Dallas Mavericks. The team's front office put in years of research and scouting on the Slovenian teenager before shipping Trae Young and a protected first-round pick in next year's draft to Atlanta for Doncic in a draft night trade. Team owner Mark Cuban said getting Doncic in the draft was a no-brainer, and ESPN analyst Mike Schmidt said Doncic was the best basketball player in the draft. Doncic has backed up the hype on the court. The 19-year-old phenom has planted his flag as the Mavericks' go-to option, leading the team in scoring on usage percentage. But is Doncic the NBA Rookie of the Year? A Dallas Morning News analysis used 10 different metrics to rate this season's rookie class, assigning each player 2 scores based on traditional and advanced statistics. Read more about how those scores are determined below. The result is clear. Doncic is the favorite, and it's not even close. Phoenix Suns big man DeAndre Ayton is Doncic's only real competition, but he was sidelined for multiple weeks with an ankle injury, and Doncic only opened the gap between the two while Ayton sat. See how Doncic stacks up against the rest of the class below and why there's no question he is the league's Rookie of the Year. Putting up the numbers, Doncic has no trouble filling up a box score. He leads this rookie class in scoring at points per game and ranks in the top 3 in per-game averages for rebounds, assists, and steals. Those numbers are impressive when compared to his fellow rookies, but historically, they are off the charts. In the history of the NBA, only 2 other rookies have averaged 20 points, 6 rebounds and 5 assists per game, Oscar Robertson and Michael Jordan. Beyond the traditional stats, Doncic's performance across a range of advanced NBA metrics puts him at the front of this year's class as well. While Doncic and Ayton both ranked in the top 3 in win shares, box plus-minus and player efficiency, Doncic holds a significant edge in one other key metric, usage percentage. Doncic's usage percentage leads the class, and he is one of only 2 rookies that currently qualify for the league's points-per-game leaderboard with a usage percentage above 27%. Ayton, by comparison, ranks 8th in the class at percent. While Doncic and Ayton are near equals in how often they are on the court for their respective teams, the Mavericks are relying on Doncic to do more in the offense, and Doncic's efficiency hasn't suffered from the additional workload. The breakdown of the 2018-19 rookie class by our traditional advanced metric score, from worst to best, left to right. Luka Doncic's traditional advanced metric score of ranks among all rookies. Touch the circles below to get more details on each player. Totaling up the points, see where the top rookies in our traditional advanced metric scores rank by each statistic: points, rebounds, assists, steals and blocks per game, minutes per game, win shares, box score, usage percentage and player efficiency rating. Source: Basketball Reference. Note: only rookies who qualify for the NBA's points per game leaderboard shown. Recent history is on his side if Doncic finishes the season where he is now, leading all rookies in our traditional and advanced metric scores. He'll be the 7th rookie since 2008-09 to do so. The other 6 all won NBA Rookie of the Year. 3 of the remaining 4 Rookie of the Year winners finished first in at least one of our metric scores. Currently, Doncic leads Ayton by in our traditional metric score and in our advanced metric score. In the past 10 years, only Andrew Wiggins, 2014-15, took home the Best Rookie award while not finishing first in either metric. The Timberwolves forward set himself apart in points per game, though. Wiggins averaged 5.0 points more than the Los Angeles Lakers' Jordan Clarkson and 6.7 more than Rookie of the Year runner-up Nikola Mirotic. Doncic, who leads the rookie class in scoring, is averaging more points per game than Ayton, the next highest-scoring rookie. In the last 10 years, all but one Rookie of the Year winner finished first in either our traditional or advanced metric score. 6 finished first in both. See how close the scores were between Rookie of the Year winners and their closest competition. Touch the circles for more details. Rookie of the Year winner. Source: Basketball Reference. best in a decade. As previously stated, Doncic is having a statistical rookie campaign for the ages, placing him in some elite company when it comes to points, rebounds and assists. Given that, it's no surprise Doncic also sets himself apart when compared to the other rookies since the 2008-09 season. As of now, Doncic's traditional and advanced metric scores rank most closely with the rookie years of Kyrie Irving and Tyreke Evans, both Rookie of the Year winners. However, it's not out of the question that Doncic ultimately matches the metric scores put up by Blake Griffin, Karl Anthony Towns and Ben Simmons in their rookie campaigns. Since Doncic doesn't have a full season's worth of games yet, the potential number of win shares available to him is deflated. Given Doncic's success thus far, along with a rebuilt roster following the trades that shipped out Harrison Barnes, Dennis Smith Jr. and DeAndre Jordan, it's not inconceivable that his final total in win shares gives him enough of a boost to place him among the top trio. As it is, Doncic ranks 4th out of the rookies since 2008-09 in our analysis advanced metrics score and 8th in our traditional metrics score. When it comes to points per game alone, Doncic is second only to Blake Griffin's 22.5. Comparing Luka Doncic to every rookie in the last 10 years, not just his class, in our two metric scores gives a better understanding of the historical significance of his first season. Note, Doncic's scores here will differ from those above, where he was rated against only his rookie class, not the rookies since the 2008 draft. Luka Doncic 2018-19 Rookie of the Year winner. Source: Basketball Reference. Note, excluding Kyrie Irving, only rookies who qualify for the NBA's points per game leaderboard shown. Irving won Rookie of the Year in 2012 despite only playing 51 games. What about Aiden? Doncic's successes on the court and the hype surrounding his rookie campaign may lead to him running away with the Rookie of the Year voting. But by a pure numbers standpoint, the Suns' Aiden is the only other rookie remotely close. Aiden's dominance on the glass, rebounds per game, and scoring output points per game, third behind Doncic and Atlanta's Trae Young, push him into the second spot in our traditional metrics score. And despite lagging far behind Doncic in box plus, minus and usage percentage, he's still second best in our advanced metrics score. But what Ayton lacks is consistently being the first option on his team. The Mavericks' offense has flowed through Doncic all season, even more so after Barnes was shipped off to Sacramento. In Phoenix, Devin Booker is the Suns' best player, and Ayton even falls behind T.J. Warren in scoring among his teammates. And then there's the hype and clutch play. 19-year-old Mavericks rookie has made plenty of highlight reels, including his 11-0 scoring run over the final 2 minutes of play to lift Dallas to a victory over in-state rival Houston in December. That's just one instance of the 11 times Doncic has hit a field goal to tie or take the lead in a game in the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter or overtime, the most in the NBA. So, while Ayton trails Doncic in both our traditional and advanced metric scores, Doncic is almost as sure a bet as you could make. The DraftKings Sportsbook lists Doncic as minus $10,000 to win the award, meaning a bet of $10,000 would pay back only $100. In a season that is sure to be the last for Dirk Nowitzki, the face of the franchise, and the Mavericks' fleecing of the Knicks, by all accounts, in a trade for Kristaps Porzingis, Doncic's rookie year has never stopped being the story. Don't expect that to change when the league hands out its hardware for best rookie. How we scored the rookies. Each player in this season's rookie class was rated against one another in 10 statistical categories. Our traditional score uses per game numbers for points, rebounds, assists, steals and blocks. The advanced score is composed of minutes per game, win shares, box plus, minus, player efficiency rating and usage percentage. While minutes per game is a traditional statistic, it's included with the advanced metrics intentionally. Usage percentage measures only the percentage of plays used by a player while he is on the floor. The more a player is on the floor, the more impact his usage percentage has, and typically, a player's efficiency decreases as usage increases. Players that can maintain efficiency at high usage rates over increased playing time are more valuable to their team. To generate a player's total score, players were assigned a Z-score for each stat. The Z-score measures not just where a player ranks among a group but how much better, or worse, that player is versus the group's average in that statistic. Those scores are combined to calculate our total metric scores. In short, the better each player is than the average player in a statistic, the higher their total score. For example, Luka Doncic's total traditional score of his calculated by adding his Z-scores for per-game averages of points, rebound, assists, steals and blocks, equals. Follow John Hancock on Twitter at @Hancock. John. Author, graphics and design, John Hancock. Editor, Damon Marks. Top photo, Cooper Neal, The Associated Press. 21 years. Over 26,000 shots. Two or every dunk, layup, three-pointer and, of course, fadeaway jumper that make up Dirk Nowitzki's career. The Rangers' third baseman is finally part of baseball's elite club of hitters. See how he got there. He holds the franchise record for passing yards and touchdowns. See the result of every one of his passes.